Hey guys, how are you doing? So, a lot of you guys are new here. I've gotten a lot of new subscribers in the past week actually. Thank you. We just hit 170,000 subscribers, just hit 12,000 followers on my Instagram. So if you're new here, hey, I'm Hannah and this video is a lot different than my normal ones. It's gonna be very personal and even just talking about like personal things makes me, I don't know. But the personal aspects of life are just hard for me to share, I feel like, on here. Just not even with people I don't know, but it's like the people I do know who watch my videos, I don't even like sharing a lot of personal things with. So that's just something about me. We're getting straight into it. Anyway, today's video is a latte life, which I haven't done in so long. I started these maybe 3 years ago when I was in high school, and it's basically where we drink lattes and talk about life. So if you want a latte, go ahead and grab one, make yourself one, a tea latte, matcha latte. What I'm drinking here, I always like to share what I'm drinking, is my morning cup of coffee. It's almost gone, which is like the saddest part of my day. It is currently 10 a.m. August 7th. And I add Vital Proteins collagen powder, and I started adding oat milk. Oat milk for me, at the first like 10 times I tried it, I didn't like it, but it's so cool and everyone's talking about it. I'm like, I have to be missing something. So I started adding it again, and you know, I think it's growing on me. I think it is. What I do to like trendy things, I don't know. There's just like, this summer has been huge for me. There's been a lot of transformation, and I just want to feel like I'm really close to you guys. I don't expect this video honestly to get a lot of views, but I think it's also good for all of us to just like sit down and have a chat. And I don't know, just for those of you who do want to know the more personal aspects of my life, I thought I would talk about it. And if this video can help you guys in any way, because I'm going to share kind of what I've been struggling with and going through over the summer. Okay, first we're going to talk about heading back to school, what I think about being a sophomore in college, what I think about going to Belmont. So I leave for college in about a week and a half. You're going to see all the videos with my living situation and everything. So part of me is really excited to get back and like see my friends and live in Nashville, go to my coffee shops there, go to my workout classes there. But then part of me is kind of, I love my home. I love seeing my family. I love my hometown, and I'm gonna miss it. Even though I do come home quite a bit, I would say, it's still like, I've had a good summer of just feeling good about like waking up, getting to do what I love. I get to work on what I love and not have to worry about classes. And just, I don't know, when I was in college last year, like looking back, I realized there were just some mornings I was just not feeling like my best self. Like I would wake up and dread everything that was coming up in my day, whether it was classes, homework, even like some of my YouTube work, just because I wasn't in a good place mentally. I don't know. I think I was like homesick from freshman year, kind of in a rut. Like my channel wasn't growing the way I wanted it to. I was working on the workbook, but I didn't know how that was going to go. So it was like my work life I wasn't super happy with. So I'm kind of like in that space. I think sophomore year is going to be a lot better just because I know what I'm going into. I have a lot more friends now. I feel like the end of freshman year I made a lot of friends, and so I'll let you guys know how it is. I'm going to be really honest about like my college experience, because I don't think college is for everyone. I don't think every cent I'm putting towards my college tuition is worth it. There's a lot of things I'm like, is it really adding up to this huge amount? So anyway, college is great, but it also can be kind of annoying. And yeah, we'll just talk all about it throughout the year. What I have been really onto this past like 4 days is my health. I told myself like last semester, I definitely put my health on the back burner. I would go to workout classes whenever I could, but I wasn't doing that well with my eating habits. I was just super stressed about a lot of things. And so health got put on the back burner, which sucks. And it really shouldn't, but that's what I did. I did not feel like most confident with my like body going into summer. And then over summer, I was like, oh, I'll have so much time to work out. And really, I try, but I don't have a gym membership, so I'm doing just like at-home workouts. And I don't know, it's just another thing. Like I sometimes don't prioritize. Like even this morning, I did work. Okay, we're not going into that. Really trying to enjoy my summer. I think I have had a good summer. Parts of it have been tough, but I've been on like the little things, like enjoying going out and getting coffee with friends, going to get ice cream. I eat so much ice cream in the summer. It's just my happy place. But as I head back into school, I'm like, okay, Hannah, you want to feel confident, you want to feel toned, and right now you do not. So we are going to jump on the health train. And so I've been obsessed with watching a lot of health YouTubers. I like got all into, I don't know if it's a scandal yet, but like all about food combining. So I've been watching Maggie for a while, and I started following her sister Emma. I don't do food combining myself, but I've just been watching like all the what I eat in the days, and then all the like complaints. I don't know. I've just been interested in all the different aspects of health. One thing I have been watching a lot of that I've started to implement, I actually started this last spring, was intermittent fasting. And I don't do it for like the full like 16-hour fast. I normally just will like stop eating at 7 p.m. at night and then start eating at 9. I have my coffee around 9 or 10 in the morning. So it's just trying to cut out like that unnecessary snacking that I would do at night. And I don't know, I've just been this past few days been trying to eat really clean. So if I keep with it and I stick with it, then maybe I'll vlog it and just show you guys how I'm trying to get back in health in the next 2 weeks before I move back to school, so that when I'm in school I feel good and I'm like ready to start the new semester off right. So mental health wise, this summer was definitely hard with relationships. If you guys know, it was kind of hidden in a video, but in my workbook, like explaining how I did the workbook, I showed a clip of last semester in March, a few weeks after I broke up with my boyfriend. So a few of you have asked me, not that many, because I didn't, like, my boyfriend Joshua at the time wasn't a huge part of my channel. I would show him in vlogs or on Instagram stories and stuff on Instagram, but he wasn't like a huge part of my channel. My channel's mostly just always been me. I was just kind of like, that happened in March, and I'm not going to go into the details just because I feel like it's not fair to him either to like express everything that happened in our relationship. But it's just, I will say that I've had not problems, but like that on my mind, and dealing with things with a broken relationship, but still living in the same hometown, like just dealing with that kind of thing over the summer. So if you're dealing with that right now and it's like taking over part of your head, and then you're like worried, and I don't know guys, in everything I'm really confident except when it comes to guys. I don't know, I'm just not confident in that area, and so I don't pursue it, which I think is fine. Especially I'm young, like I never felt like I had to have a boyfriend, but it's also nice, especially once I had one, and I know that like comfort that comes from having one and just having someone to hang out with and to confide in. It's just really nice. But yeah, this summer there's just, it's been like, I've just had doubts about myself, and like, oh, will I ever have another boyfriend? Just, you know, things like that that you tell yourself, which are totally like just overthinking. Basically my whole summer mentally has been a lot of overthinking. Oh, what if my business doesn't do well? What if I never have a boyfriend, or I don't date at all in college again? You know, just things like that, which is hard to deal with, but I'm really trying. I'm trying my best to work through it. One of the things that has helped me is to mute stories on social media that are just not, that I've kind of noticed certain people's stories, and it's nothing against them. Like, I want them to continue posting whatever they want, but certain people, I'll see their stories and I note to myself after a while of feeling this way, but after I watch it, I just feel like down or kind of gloomy, moody. Again, I don't want my emotions to affect them, so what I do is I just mute their stories, so I'm still following them, but I just don't see their stuff as much. And I actually did that to someone right before starting this video. I was like, it's time. You need to do it. I've been trying a little bit to journal. This also leads me into the next topic I want to talk about, which is faith. And I have gotten a lot of requests to talk more about faith on my channel, but honestly, I feel like I'm at a place where I'm still trying. I never feel like I'm at a place where I can influence you guys in that, because I'm constantly struggling with, you know, staying on top of prayer and devotions and feeling like a real connection with Christ and or with God. And so that's why I honestly just don't talk a lot about my faith on here, because I think sometimes I'm just embarrassed at the lack of faith I have, or I feel like I don't want to push my religion onto anyone, which I know it's not really the best way of thinking, but it's true. It's what I think, and I told myself I'm going to be honest with you guys in this video. So I'm going to do my best to just kind of mention and like do check-ins with you guys in these kinds of videos where I talk about, okay, this is what I'm struggling in, this is what I feel like I'm doing good in, all of that. Summer has helped me stay consistent on like having my devotions. I usually do my devotions with my coffee, and I love going to church on Sunday, especially with my family. It's just a nice bonding time. So yeah, it's just in college, I especially found that if you want to stick with your faith and your religion, it's on you. There's no one there to push you to it unless you have a friend group that's also super religious, and they like push you to go to church or to get Bible studies, but it is on you, and it is very self-disciplined. So that's what I have to keep reminding myself about my health and my faith and my mental health just in college is like I just have to be self-disciplined. So oh, another thing that kind of has been on my mind is just I honestly don't love posting sponsored content, guys. I obviously need it because it helps run my business. It helps me create more content. It helps me, you know, this is my job for high school and college, so I need to. But I don't know. So and back to school season is like, I was talking to this with Jacqueline Brooke. If you know Jacqueline Brooke on YouTube, we had coffee yesterday and it was really good because we talked about like the things with YouTube coming up, and we've had similar sponsors, and just talking about that and how back to school season is like our biggest season for sponsorships. So I feel like I'm doing so many sponsored videos and Instagram posts, but honestly I just like use this time because we're big back to school channels. I use this time to like stock up on sponsors, but then like November comes, February comes, and there's like no sponsors there, and I hardly do any sponsorships. So if it seems like I'm doing a lot of sponsored content, I'm sorry, but I promise that it's not lasting. It's just like back to school companies want to reach that college aged demographic, and I have that. So but I still am only working, I'm being so specific about the companies I work with, and I only want to work with companies that you know, I would use, I agree with, and I've really tried to I have turned down a lot of companies just because I feel like I want to be very honest. I want my sponsored content to be authentic because I've been watching a lot of YouTube lately, like I was saying about the fitness, and I've been watching like a lot of makeup gurus and stuff, and I can just notice like when the sponsored content isn't authentic, and I'm like, wow, Hannah, you need to double check yourself on your content. So I've been really trying to do that. So that's just all my little notes about life and everything. Like I said, I hope you guys are doing well. If you are struggling with anything or you just want to talk about anything I mentioned, my DMs are always open, so you can DM me on Instagram, and I would love to talk with you guys about whatever. So thank you guys for watching. If you made it to the end, comment below that you did, because you deserve a gold star, and that just means like you're really interested in my life and what I'm doing, and that means a lot to me because I put it out there. And I'm going to try, if you guys care, I'm going to try to like be more open about this kind of stuff. And I'm still going to try to upload Mondays and Thursdays in college. We're going to try to stick with uploading twice a week. I don't know if it'll be those days actually, but we're going to try to still upload twice a week while I'm in college because I really want to. Okay, I will talk to you guys next time.